Alright, here are our perfect problem 3 solutions for Math 65. We're asked to multiply some polynomials, some big polynomials, those two, and then later these two. And the hint is that you should get the same answer both times. So maybe that helps you check your answer a little bit. I think the easiest way to do this is with what I call the box method, where you kind of write one of the polynomials up here, 2x to the 5th, negative 4x to the 4th, positive 4x cubed, minus 2x squared, minus 6x, and a positive 10. And then kind of write the other one vertically, x to the 6th, negative 3x to the 4th, negative 2x cubed, x squared, positive, plus 3x, and minus 2. And what that does is it kind of helps you organize your work. You sort of create this little grid here, and we just got to fill out each of the boxes in the grid, which is a little hard to do on a computer trying to keep these lines straight, but I guess it's straight enough. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms up here, and 2, 4, 6 here. So 36 boxes to fill out. Maybe a little bit overboard. But if we're really careful on all 36 of those, then we can put them together in the final step and have the answer to this problem. So that being said, we kind of just start, I guess you can start wherever you want. I usually start top left. X to the 6th times 2x to the 5th. First multiply the coefficients. 2 times 1 is just 2. And then you add the exponents. X to the 6th times x to the 5th is x to the 11th. And if I continue in that fashion, I'd get negative 4x to the 10th here. And here I'd get positive 4x to the 9th. X cubed times x to the 6th is x to the 9th. Negative 2x to the 8th. Negative 6x to the 7th. And then positive 10x to the 6th. And I can kind of continue in that fashion. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6x to the 9th. Negative 3, negative 4 gives you positive 12x to the 8th. Negative 3, positive 4 gives you negative 12x to the 7th. Negative 3, negative 2 gives you positive 6x to the 6th. Negative 3, negative 6 gives you positive 18x to the 5th. And negative 3 and 10 gives you negative 30x to the 4th. Alright, 2x to the 5th times negative 2x cubed is negative 4x to the 8th. Negative 4, negative 2 gives you positive 8x to the 7th. 4 and negative 2 gives you negative 8x to the 6th. Negative 2, negative 2 gives you positive 4x to the 5th. 12x cubed and negative 20x squared. X cubed, sorry, damn, I messed up the last two. This one is negative 2x cubed times negative 6x to the 1. So x cubed times x to the 1 is x to the 4th. And then negative 2x cubed times 10 is negative 20x cubed. Then continuing, 2x to the 7th, negative 4x to the 6th, 4x to the 5th, negative 2x to the 4th, negative 6x cubed, and 10x squared. Sure you can see that negative sign. And then 3x times all those guys, 6x to the 6th, negative 12x to the 5th, 12x to the 4th, negative 6x cubed, negative 18x squared, and then 30x. And negative 4x to the 5th, positive 8x to the 4th, negative 8x cubed, 4x squared, 12x minus 20. Whew. Alright, and then what we have to do is combine all like terms, where we have our 36 things here all getting added together. So we got to combine like terms. We only have one term raised up to the 11th power. 2x to the 11th, got this guy. Only one term to the 10th power, negative 4x to the 10th. To the 9th power, it looks like we got this guy and this guy. So negative 6 and positive 4 gives you negative 2x to the 9th. 8th power, we got this guy, and this guy. Maybe I should start checking them off after I've done them. Got that, got that, got that, got that. For the 8ths, I got -4, +12, so that leaves me with +8, and then -2, so that leaves me with +6. Then the 7th, we got 2, and 8 gives me 10, -12 gives me -2, -6 gives me -8. Then the 6s, I got 6, -4 gives me 2, -8 gives me -6, +6 gives me 0, +10 gives me 10. 5ths, got -4 and -12, gives me -16, +4 gives me -12, +4 gives me -8, +18 gives me +10. So I got 10 x to the 5th. 4th, 8 and 12 is 20, -2 is 18, +12 is 30, -30 gives me nothing, so I have no x to the 4th. Cubes, -8, -6 gives me -14, -20, -20 more gives me -40, x cubed. Squareds, 4 and 10 is 14, -18 is -4. And then the x's, I got 12 and 30, gives me 42, -20. Alright, and then do that whole thing over again. Hopefully you'll get the same answer. So let's try it down here. 2x to the 6th, -6x to the 4th, -4x cubed, plus 2x squared, plus 6x, -4. Then over here I got x to the 5th, -2x to the 4th, plus 2x cubed, -x squared, -3x, and plus 5. And if I kind of fill out my grid here, I guess I should write all of them. Something like that. So I'll fill out this grid. That'll give me 36 boxes again. I'll calculate them, add them up, and then hope that I get the same answer I got up top. If not, I'll have to go check my work, which I'd rather not do. So hopefully I'll just get it right the first time. Alright, maybe I'll change color to highlight stuff. We got 2x to the 6th times x to the 5th gives us 2x to the 11th. -6x to the 9th, 5 times 4. -4x to the 8th. +2x to the 7th. 6x to the 6th. And -4x to the 5th. -2x to the 4th times 2x to the 6th gives us -4x to the 10th. We get 12x to the 8th. -2, -4 gives us +8x to the 7th. -4x to the 6th. -12x to the 5th. And then +8x to the 4th. All looks right. 2x cubed times 2x to the 6th gives us 4x to the 9th, -12x to the 7th, -8x to the 6th, 4x to the 5th, 12x to the 4th, -8x cubed. Then we got -2x to the 8th, +6x to the 6th, +4x to the 5th, -2x to the 4th, -6x cubed, and plus 4x squared. And -3x times 2x to the 6th gives us -6x to the 7th, +18x to the 5th, +12x to the 4th, -6x cubed, -18x squared, plus 12x. And our last row here, 5 times 2x to the 6th gives us 10x to the 6th, minus 30 x to the fourth minus 20 x cubed plus 10x squared plus 30x minus 20. And now we hope that we get the same answer we got up top. Let's see here. My x to the 11th, I just got this one term here, 2x to the 11th. X to the 10th, negative 4x to the 10th. X to the 9th, I got this one and this one, so 4 minus 6 is negative 2. X to the 9th. X to the 8th, I got negative 2, positive 12, so that gives me positive 10. Minus 4 gives me positive 6. 7s, I got negative 6 and negative 12 gives me negative 18. Positive 8 gives me negative 10. Positive 2 gives me negative 8. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Negative 8 x to the 7th. 6, 10, and 6 gives me 16. Minus 8 gives me 8. Minus 4 gives me 4. Plus 6 gives me 10. 5th, 18, and 4 gives me 22. And 4 gives me 26. Minus 4 gives me 22. Minus 12 gives me 10. 4th, negative 30. Plus 12 gives me 18. Negative 18. Minus 2 gives me negative 20. Plus 12 gives me negative 8. Plus 8 gives me 0. Cubes, negative 20, negative 26, negative 32, negative 40, x cubed. And then 10 minus 18 is negative 8. Plus 4 is negative 4. 30 and 12 gives me 42. Minus 20. Now I hope those match up. 2x to the 11th minus 4x to the 10th. Minus 2x to the 9th plus 6x to the 8th. Minus 8x to the 7th plus 10x to the 6th. Plus 10x to the 5th minus 40x cubed. Minus 4x squared plus 42x minus 20. Awesome. It matched up, didn't screw anything up. Got our answer. That's the end of this kind of tedious and long perfect problem.